Welcome to High Vibrational Events Presents. My name is cmeaganmichael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. I am going to be live with you tonight. I believe I am being joined by the lovely Therese, who is an amazing admin in our group. She's all kinds of fabulous. And so hopefully she'll be joining me live on camera. I think that's the plan. Our beautiful soul friend Kimmy was not feel she's fine. She's gonna be fine, but she wasn't feeling well today. And so she's been sleeping and getting healing. So I'm super casual tonight. Can you guys hear the music in the background? There's some new things that I'm playing with here. I think they're new features. New for me, and I'm excited about it. You should be able to hear. I see comments. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right, I will do the same as well. All right. Hi, Keith Anthony. How are you, my friend? Oh, I'm so glad that you're all here. And okay. Anyway, all right. I'm just letting Therese know. Join me that I'm already live. And all right, excellent. So we've got. Oh, that's lovely. Really? Wow, that's fascinating. All right. Hello, Keith. How are you? Give me one moment. Stop sharing and do this. It's got to straighten out. Wow. All right, hold on. Yeah, I blocked that person. Anyway, oh, Therese said, oh, she didn't say anything yet. Okay. I'm just sharing out, guys. Please feel free to join me and share. Oh, Kimmy's sharing. Thank you, Kimmy. You're the best. I appreciate you so much. Let me go ahead and pin this, and then I'll put I'll pin the PayPal link in the comments too. In fact, yes, I will. Excellent. Glad to see you there. All righty. So let's take a look here. Let me go ahead and share. Oh, that's right. I wanted to go ahead and share the links as well. All right, so we're doing things a little bit differently today. We've got the 2-card mini reading for 2222. We have the live full psychic reading for 3333 recommended, and for 4444 it's the live psychic reading with energy clearing and high vibrational energy boost. So that's what we've got going on, and I'm going to put these links in the I'm going to do it this way. Give me 1 second. Putting it right in there. Because there are decoys on the path. Pay no attention. Keep shining. Thank you, my dear. It has been an interesting day, and I'm really glad to be here. I'm going to donate. Here to donate now using PayPal. Or, oops. Give me 1 moment, guys. Sorry, I'm just rearranging things. Oh, that's why it's not letting me edit. la la la. I keep trying to add Cashapp or all right. Hi, Nicole John. How are you today, dear? How are you? How are you? How are you? So I know everybody's expecting to see Kimmy with me today, and she is not here with me tonight because she is not feeling well. So Kimmy, the beautiful Kimmy, is home resting, but I saw that she was sharing out. So and I checked on her right before I went live tonight. We may be joined by Therese. She is an awesome admin in my group, High Vibrational Mastery, and that's probably her messaging me now. Let me take a look. Ah, good. There she is. Okay. I'm sure she'll be here shortly. All right. Excellent. And so that'll be exciting. We've never been live together before. I don't think it's entirely true. I think we were live, but we've never been live together like this. I think you've met her. I'm going to ask her. Maybe I just met her on Zoom. I know I went live with Heather. Hi, Heather. There you are, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Yes. So this is Casual Wednesday for me right now. So if anybody would like a reading, it might be a double, it might be a single. I've got to find out when Therese gets here. But you will definitely get all of me. And let me go ahead and put that up there also. So now let me ask you guys this. What do you think of the colors in the background? What do you think of the music that you're listening to? Is it distracting? Is it interesting? I can change it and try some other music. Are you able to hear my voice? Can you even hear the music? I'm interested to know if it's a yay or I don't think so. As I slurp my tea. And Nicole says, you were right. I'm back with my mentor. I knew it. I knew. I felt that there was the rift, and then, but it was. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that, my dear. I know I can feel that you're glad. And oh, Linda Earnest, hello, beautiful friend. I'm so glad to see you. You are such an inspiration. Linda, I read for her yesterday because she won. Everybody, by the way, everybody that donates tonight gets entered into the contest, and the winner will be chosen on May 1st. Linda won the contest for March, right? Hang on, I've got to make this a little bit lower because the music is annoying me. I don't know if anybody else hears it, but a little bit lower. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, because I don't want to be shouting over myself. Heather says, I like the music. We can still hear you with it. All right, cool. I would like to be able to upload my own music, but right now I think it's it's brand new. It didn't even exist last time I went live. So I have like 10 selections. I'm looking, for something relaxing, that makes for a nice background because they have, let's take a look. Let's see what we've got. We might as well play. Linda says, love it all. Love it all. I know, I'm excited. I'm working on my new cards today for my Oracle card deck. And we have interviews coming back, just so you know. Those of you who were familiar with my beautiful, hang on a second, let me show you. Okay, so let me just show you that. Okay, so here are some interviews, a few of the many interviews that I did over 2 years, every Sunday. This one, that was one of my first ones I did with the first time I interviewed Elaine and Jonathan, and this was trance medium, trance healer, Jennifer Rose, and this is trance medium and trance healer, Debbie Charlton. This is trance medium Elaine Thorpe, Egyptian goddess. Her name, she goes by Yumi Zane now. That was another one with Elaine Thorpe. That was Allison, Spirit Collab. That was more recently, actually. We have Dr. Dream and Stephanie, Terry Angel, Trance Medium, Janine Lane, Francisco Javier. I mean, I've done Lester Holmes, let's see, Renee, Africa, Paul Wyros Deck. Let's see, we had Crystal Wayne on my show. Oh, the wonderful Pamela Busby, incredible. William Michael Forbes, amazing trance medium, not trance medium, I'm sorry, channeler. And then we have one of my favorite medium. I'm friends with so many mediums, and they're all amazing. But Susan Morris from Ireland, I just love her, and she did such a great show. If you want to watch this, I mean, she was doing live mediumship readings, and boy, she was spot on. Really amazing, for really good stuff. And there's John, one of the many with John. And oh wait, here we are live now. Oh, David Strickle in the stream, of course, the stream of David. Serena Michaels, Kimmy Siegel, Jimmy Davey. Oh my God, we used to go live all the time, Jimmy and I. So I've been doing these. That was Lester Holmes again. So I have been doing these interviews for years. Sam, Serenity Sam right there. Oprah. I'm kidding. I didn't interview Oprah yet. But she's on my dream list. She's right there next to me. So hello. Anyway, so I'm really excited. Oh my gosh. Device not connected. But we'll be here soon. So I have a lot of interviews that are awesome, and they're available, and I'm inviting some of my past guests to return. Like I invited Jennifer Rose today. We haven't set a date yet, but if she agrees, I would love for her to come back, because she was looking at the interview. We both watched it, and she said, "Oh, I've evolved so much, in these past few years." I said, "I have too," and so it would be really exciting, I think, to bring back some of these guests. Also, to have new guests. I have a very exciting guest coming up. He hasn't totally agreed yet, so I don't want to announce his name, but I met with him today. He's another amazing trance medium and platform medium who is just a beautiful, high vibrational soul. And, I was totally drawn to him. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you the whole story now, because I'm sure you're going to hear it when I eventually go live with him, or he goes live with me. We go live together. But for now, just know that we've got, a lot of good things coming up. And I'm also very excited. We're going to have Therese, your device is not connected, so it's not letting me, let me just let her know. I don't know if she can see that. It says device not connected. Are you using Chrome? I'm not sure what device you're using, but she'll figure it. She'll get here. She will be here. They will need to connect their mic cam before you can add them to the stream. All right, that's what it says. That's what it says. Private chat. Oh, here you are. Hello. It's telling me. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm here, but it's telling me to edit my browser settings, because it can't currently ask permission to use my camera. Oh, good question. I don't know. I don't know, but I would Google it or check the StreamYard FAQs. StreamYard's telling me to edit my browser setting. It's probably something I would go to. Let me help her. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Your browser has blocked your camera and mic in StreamYard. I'm about to send you a video right here. It's on YouTube. This is it right there. There's the fix for it. Is that what it is? That should be the fix. All right. If anybody donates, let me know. Let me know when you donate, and you will be next in line. Again, everyone who donates will be entered into the contest, and the winner of the contest wins an hour an hour session with me. So I was saying early yesterday, I met with Linda, and who won, and I anticipated to be reading for. I expected I'd be reading for Linda, and not right now. Okay, just so you know, guys, if I'm live, I don't approve other live streams in my group at that time. I'll approve them later, but not while I'm live. So anyway, it's, you know, it's my group. And I allow lots of people to go live in there whose work I believe in all the time. But while I'm live, I don't allow them in at that moment. Anyway, all right, because we'll do. Excellent. Yay. All right, I think I'm going to lose the music because it's getting annoying to me. Let's try something different. I just lost the music without even trying. How about dance pop? Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, let's get some. Not the perfect background music, but it's interesting. Okay, a little uplifting, right? High vibrational. All right, now this one's called Daydreaming. It feels like a funeral. This next one's called Feeding the Ducks. I'm just trying to envision myself feeding the ducks really slowly. Ay, Chihuahua! I am sure Therese will get this figured out. I know it. In the meantime, let's just pull some cards and do some stuff and have some fun. All right. Well, that was extremely exciting. Let's. I could probably sing, and that would be better. Let's see what this is. It's called Into Space. I'm sure that I've got friends, including myself, that can write better music than this, but I'm really appreciative that it's there and it's free to use. Now, this one's called Lo-Fi. I didn't like that. This is called Night Driving. And again, it sounds like a funeral. There's something about that, the organ sound, just very... This is rock. Let's see what rock sounds like. Guys, I don't know who remembers this, but you used to go to rock concerts when you were younger? Yeah! People were saying lighter. Oh my God, your lighter would be like burning hot in your hand as you're holding it and screaming for whatever group was on stage. For me, it was often Aerosmith. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. So for the moment, it looks like Therese is working on this, so let's do this. Anyway, so Linda actually we wound up talking yesterday. Well, I did read for her about a specific subject, but she actually also wound up reading for me. We wound up talking for a few hours. It was beautiful. We had a great time. And very inspirational chat. I didn't realize how much I was going to get. I mean, I love Linda. I was happy that she won. I mean, I would have been happy for anyone to win, but I happened to really be drawn to her energy always. So I was like, oh, that's cool. We get to hang out for a while. But it just was really extra great. And I feel like I connected more deeply with a good friend, and that's really cool. So love that. I love that. When you ask spirit for things and you're open to it, they manifest. If you don't get in your own way, like I asked spirit for more friends, more authentic friends. And I knew that I had to get over trust issues, I'm not saying that I trust everybody. I don't trust everybody, but why would anybody trust everybody? I don't know. Maybe that's still not trusting, but just the same, I'm at a place where I am really discerning. I am excellent at tuning, at knowing. I just know. I mean, I used to, like years ago, have to think, well, like I was thinking. It wasn't intuiting. When you're intuiting is instantaneous. You just know. And if you have to think, is that person right? Then it's not, then there's already something that wobble in the vibration. So, but sometimes we can wobble our own vibration just by worrying and by projecting into the past about situations we've had before. So, so anyway, so I told Spirit, I said, I'm open to more, close friendships with people that are also into spirituality and we have similar beliefs and things in common, so, and all of you guys are my soul family, I wish more of you lived near me or something like that. But in the meantime, but it's so cool though, that we're all over the world. So, all right, let's see if anybody donated. I think Therese is still trying to get on here. Maybe she can try a different device. Like if she has a computer. Are you, let me see if she's written to me in a while. I don't think she's, okay. Yeah, whatever the thing is you have to change will definitely be in settings. All right. And for that, let me, she'll be here when in divine timing. I'm sure of that. I'm going to definitely get rid of that music. Although that was interesting. Thank you, Spirit. That was different. I'll just put some nice soft music in the background, and then I did other things like I could change the background. What's this? Ooh, but you can't really see that much of it, but yeah, that's kind of dark. But that's the card that I made today, but you can't really see it. Tropical. I think it's the one I was using before. So a lot of cool things going on. A lot of cool things. All right, let's see what we're. How could that be? I blocked that. Hi, Rose Tinsley from Australia. How are you? Rosie Tinsley. Okay. Discerning goes well with boundaries and honoring our inner child. Yes. Yes. Oh, hi, Amy. Good to see you, my friend. How are crystals doing? Amy is with Forever Crystals. She has some beautiful merchandise. And Linda says, yes, me too, creating a fantastic relationship. Warmest hugs. I love it. Yes, and I'm in total agreement with you. It's important. It's important that we can discern, but it's also important that we allow ourselves we don't don't have to, but that I feel it's important also that we allow ourselves the opportunity to make friends, and not block everybody out because of past. You know what I mean? So, but still, and don't and there's another thing you never want to be like. Oh, I just said you never. I never say stuff like that. Let's just go for a reading right now. I was gonna say let's go for a ride. I could go for that right now. I could just go for a nice ride. All right, I like that. Just get in the car, go for a ride. Okay, one moment. All right. Well, sometimes there's technical stuff going on, and today seems to be one of those days, and it's okay. Hey, Heather. Heather to Heather. All right, guys. Let me see. Oh, I spent so much time in trance today. It feels really good. So, C sent you for a 2 card reading. Pick someone. Oh, Linda, you didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. Of course. All right. So someone is getting a 2 card reading thanks to generous Linda Earnest. So, all right. So we're gonna do the. I need the keyboard. Random name generator or the random number. How about that? No, random name is going to be better. Okay. Does that work? Let's see if that works. Either that or we'll do the other one. All right. So everybody who wants to be in the running for a reading, just say me, and I will type your name. I have to screen share. I will type your name into the random name generator, and I'm definitely going to remove that music because I think I've had enough of it. All right, so I'm moving these. These are the names from the other day. All right, and I thank you very much, StreamYard, for the lovely music, and I've just had enough for now, so. Okay, it's enough. Silence is golden. All righty. All right. Heather says, me, Shalina Virgie, OMG. How great to see you. Hey, long times, right? Happy to be here on your live. I'm happy you're here too, my dear. Wow. All right. So let me go. Okay, I've got Shalina, Sandy, Heather, Christina. Hang on. Shalina, Sandy, Heather, Christina. Is there anyone else who wants to be in the running for the free reading generously donated by Linda Earnest? And let me know. Otherwise, I will run it. So let's see. All right, let me look. We've got Shalina. We've got Sandy. Did I get Sandy already? Yes, I've got Shalina, Sandy, Heather, and Christina. Shalina says, I know, I miss you too, girl. Oh my gosh. We were supposed to work together. Oh my God. Like in the beginning, like when I first started High Vibrational Mastery, and remember that? Oh my God. But I mean, we weren't supposed to. We talked about it. And then both of us grew in different directions. But I'm so glad you're here. It's really, I love that. A lot of times you start like this and then you go like that and then you go like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool how that works out. All right. So we're going to run it. I don't see anybody else. Am I right? I've got Heather, Christina, Sandy, Shalina. All right. Is that it? All right. We're rocking now, guys. Woo! Christina! Congratulations, Christina. All right. Cool beans. All right. So did everybody see that? Yes, you did. Excellent. All right. So we've got a two-card reading for the lovely Christina. Now, where are you, Christina? Just say I'm here. Me. Okay. I love it. And then it says, whoever wins, you're so welcome. Sandy says, congrats, Christina. And Shalina says, thank you, by the way. And where is Christina? I love it. Heather says, congrats. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Yay, I'm here. Okay, that's what we wanted. Alrighty. So I am going to quiet my mind again for a moment. Just going to expand my energy out. I'm going to expand my energy out. Woo! They're here. They're already here, but I like the feeling of blending with them even more deeply. So calling in my spirit team. That's interesting. They said all the essential guides that are here to do readings with you. Oh, it said with me, but yes. Calling in the angels and the archangels, my guardian angel. One of my dogs is snoring, and it's the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. And it sounds like she's talking to me. They're just so perfect. All right, hang on. Calling in my benevolent galactic soul family. Masters, the ascended masters. Calling in source energy. Asking Archangel Michael to remove all cords, energies that no longer serve me and that are not directly connected with the reading for Christina that I'm about to do. I'm grounding. Opening up all my chakras. And allowing source energy just pour in through my crown chakra and just flow through all my chakras. And okay. Christina Christensen. What a lovely name. Christina Christensen. Such a poetic flow. I think it was my mom used to take poetry, creative writing when she was in college, and we talked about it a lot. She was wonderful at poetry. And that is called alliteration. Or no, not alliteration. Alliteration, right? Does anybody know about this? Like ALLI alliteration, where you're like the soothing, smooth serenade sounded like a symphony. Well, that's pretty good. Thanks, Mom. So Christina Christensen, the alliteration, the nice smooth flow. Which one is it? This one? All right, well, let's start with these cards. Whoop. All right, one is coming in backwards. Okay, so we have, it's inverted. It's number 38, Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being. Okay, so that was inverted. And this one is number 62, which is Turtle Spirit. Slow, sorry about the, oh, that's better. That's much better. Slow and steady wins the race. And the little click of the button clears up the screen too. I'll show you the other one again now too. There's a lot of these little guys that live outside. They're my friends. They don't look exactly like this. Pretty simple. They don't have wings, but maybe they do. No, I haven't seen the ones with wings. Dream the new world into being. Okay, so this card was inverted. So I'm feeling, Christina, that you are stuck. Good morning, Zenda Bishop from Australia. How are you? I'm feeling that you are not, you're never stuck, but you feel. They're saying the word placate. I'm not really sure why yet. Okay. that you're not as aware as you could be that you have, I think she's going to be here any minute, infinite potential. And there you are. Oh my God. And that you can create. Hey, welcome, Therese. Hang on. Give me 1 second, Christine. I'll get right back with you. I want to just welcome my dear friend and colleague, Therese. There's our names right there. How's that?
Hi. So I missed everything that's gone up until now. So I don't know where we're at. I'm just going to sit tight and listen and catch up.
Sounds perfect. Right now, the generous and lovely Linda Earnest donated for a 2-card reading, and the person that we did the wheel of the random name generator, and the winner is Christina. So hold on, that's where I am right now. I am reading for Christina. All right, Trixie, don't jump. Okay, I am feeling. I'm feeling like leaving those 2 cards alone. And then that happens too.
Technical difficulties.
That's I announced that earlier. We have technical difficulties today. Okay. So I know it said, and there we go. Heather says, "Hi, Therese."
Hi.
All right. I know it says 2 cards, but I don't care. I need to get the whole message. It says, "Break the chain, ancestral patterns." Hi, Sheena Honeybee. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Let me get my sweet cat who's laying right on top of the cards now. Okay. So, all right. So it's making more sense to me now. All right. So we have the slow and steady wins the race and dream a new world into being. But in order to dream the new world into being, you need to break the chain. And I feel you've been doing the same thing every day for many years. Like get up, and I don't know that this is your specific routine, but they're saying like you get up and you drink coffee, and then you look outside or whatever it is. It's something that you've been. Are people messaging me right now? Well, she should just be watching my live stream. She wants to sit and chat. Is she kidding? She wants to mine Bitcoin? I don't think so. Not it. Well, all right. I'm not going to be rude. I'll just send her the link. Maybe she wants a reading. I don't like being spammed. In case you guys didn't know, I'm just announcing it right now. I don't like being spammed in my inbox. I find that because I feel like Facebook is my second home and Messenger is how I communicate with my friends and my colleagues. And so when somebody just somebody I don't know spams maybe about something that they don't even know if I have any interest in at all, because I've expressed no, I didn't ask any questions. Not like I went on their website or anything. Is they're just like, hey, want to do some Bitcoin mining and whatever. I'm like, no. Normally I don't even talk to them. I just block them because I just think it's rude. It's invasive. It's like telemarketing. Of course,
Exactly.
I did telemarketing for a living, but I took inbound calls because I never felt comfortable invading somebody's space. I felt if somebody calls me because they want to buy a vacation or whatever, I was selling vacations or whatever, then I'll answer the phone and I'll do my very best to share with you what I've got. And it's great stuff, but I'm not going to invade your space and call you and you're busy and, anyway. There's something, Aiden. Hi, dear. You know what? I want to share something, Aiden. I really want to. She may have been hacked. That happened to me once. Not kidding. Sent naughty videos to everyone. Oh my God. Well, this wasn't a naughty video. And she wasn't rude at all. I mean, I literally told her a long time ago I'm not interested at the time. So she may just have been, reaching out again to see if I mean, I was polite. I wasn't interested at all. I should have just said that. But anyway, it was possible. What if I was interested in 6 months or a year? So it was honest what I said, but I think I probably should have. Well, I'd do it differently next time. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Aiden. Good to see you. Friend me on Facebook because you've been sending messages to a defunct Facebook account that I can't access now. But Kimmy has been sending them to me. But this way, you can access me directly with my personal page on Facebook or High Vibrational Events. That's the business page that I'm using right now. Okay. Okay. I apologize. A lot of activity, which is awesome, but I'm reestablishing my link to Christina and to the guides. They're showing me like tug of war. They're showing me a big long rope, and they're in the desert. But there's people on. Well, there's 3 people on one side of the rope. They're all dressed interestingly. They're like from all different parts of the world and different cultures and everything, and they're all here on one side of the rope. What's on the other side, Spirit? Nothing. It's invisible to the naked eye. But Spirit is there. So they're tugging and they're pulling because they want more of but they don't know how to access it. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling they want more spirituality. The people, the energies, they want the humans, they want more spirituality, but they're trying to force it and drag it and pull it into their I feel it in my heart chakra pain and pull it into my life. And what does this have to do with Christina? They're saying go gently into this good night. What was who's the poet with that? Do you remember? Is it Stevenson? I don't know. Go gently into this good night. They're saying I don't usually quote poetry, but this is coming into my head right now and from spirit. So, and they're letting you know that there are ancestral patterns along your family line, and you're like towing the line. You're like towing the line, and until you choose to release that, you'll still be creating the same patterns over and over again. So that's why they're saying slow and steady wins the race. It's no rush. There's no rush for you to get there, wherever there is. But this right here, they're saying dream a new world into being. So they want you to know that you can. Why is there feedback? Would you be kind enough to mute yourself from now? And maybe that's why I'm getting feedback.
Sure. By the way, the poet's name was Dylan Thomas. I just looked that up.
Dylan Thomas. Thank you.
Okay, gonna mute myself right now.
Yeah, that's better.
There we go.
Okay, it stopped. So I'm sure there's maybe if you just lower your volume and keep it on, that'll be all right. But for now, this is for the moment. This is fine. So that's really where I am. Let me just see if. All right, cool. Oh, that's all right, dear. No worries. No, I mean, it says high vibrational mastery. It was my page, but anyway, I have no way to get in there and deactivate it. So it just exists, and I just don't focus my energy there. All right. Yes, Dylan Thomas. All right. I'm going to put one more card for you, Christina, because I feel the need to. They're saying to co-create with spirit. And they're giving you number 17 as well. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. So take your time, dream your new world into being, but definitely you'll want to slowly but surely release the patterns that no longer serve you. And the energy is moving as I'm speaking. The energy that happens a lot when energy moves. When I'm reading for a client, energy just moves like up in my what part of the body is that? Like when you belch, the energy that's energy moving. That's energy moving. So we've just cleared some energy from your lower chakras. So there we go. And I hope that resonates with you. And if it doesn't today, then it will another time. But they literally asked me to be gentle about the way I was about saying it, which was interesting. I was like, what? So they said you're a sensitive soul and a beautiful soul and a very loving and compassionate soul as well. And Sandy says, I love Crow's Spirit. And Christina says, thank you. And big thanks to Linda too. Resonates. You're very, very welcome. And I'm sure Linda's saying that too. And so that's awesome. All right. So who's next? All right. So you please put yourself off mute again. So today we have peace. Today we have, what do we have here today? We are doing we have the double readings. We have the double readings, which is 2 cards. It's a mini reading for 2222. Then we have the live psychic reading 3333 and live psychic reading with energy clearing and high vibrational energy boost 4444. So the first thing we're going to do though is we're going to do a reading together. So we're going to pick another name. Who wants a reading? For this one's going to be on us. First one's going to be free. It's going to be our first double reading ever. Yep. So give me your names. Tell me who's here. Now, it's a mini reading, but it's going to be a good one. So just say me if you I have the names I have on the way. Hold on, let me pull this up. Okay, so we take off Christina because she already won. Bam. I have Shalina, Sandy, and Heather. Oops. Is there anybody else? Aiden says, love this live. Awesome. Okay, so Sandy says, spirit decides. Okay, so Heather and Sandy. Heather and Sandy. Shalina, are you still here, dear? Aiden, you want me to put you down? I'll put down Aiden if he's still here. Or you're going to have to say if you're here. Right now I've got Shalina, Sandy, and Heather. Share out, guys. Yeah, that would be great. That would be super great if you guys could share out. All right, Aiden says sure. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Such fun music.
Shalina, congratulations. All righty. Okay, let's close that. All right. Shalina, are you still here? She may not even be here. Are you here? You must be here. We'll find out in a moment. That was the last thing she said. Let me know if you're here, dear. Congratulations, Shalina. All right, so while Shalina is finding out if she's here, and Linda says, actually, she said, congratulations. And I like that, congratulations. I love it. Let me just share a little bit because I really didn't. And let me share to my story. Share to my feed. Make sure I've shared some groups. Do you hear that squeaking sound? I don't know what that is.
I do, yeah, but I can't figure it out. I mean, I'm new to all this technology stuff, so
it could be
see. Okay,
I'm going to lower the volume on my side. It could be the volume.
I just lowered my volume, so this isn't even my device I'm using because I could not access StreamYard with my device, so I'm using another one. So I don't even know how to use this phone. It's like I didn't even know where the volume was. I just found it right now. Like, okay.
Good job. Excellent. All right. And Sandy says, hi, Therese. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Sandy.
So Therese is one of the admins in High Vibrational Mastery. You guys know, because I know you're all part of our group. So the admin, you've now met our whole admin team. Myself, Kimmy Siegel, Therese, and Heather.
And Heather's on too, right? Yeah, Heather's there. I know she said hi earlier.
It does. If you don't want feedback, she'd have to be wearing headphones too. I know that's technically true, but most of the time I don't even use headphones. Well, that's not true. Lately I have been, but I did most of my interviews without them, and I rarely had a problem. Although what you're saying is correct. 100%. There won't be any feedback at all if we're both wearing headphones. So you're totally right. But I've also been able to get around that for years now. Because I preferred, I don't even want to pick it up right now. I have to, my blue snowball and stuff. But anyway. But you know what it is? Oh no. I see. Anyway, there's no feedback now. But anyway, Aiden, thank you for that, dear. All right. Yes, in the comments. I don't know what's in the comment. I missed something. I don't think Shalene is here. So
yeah.
All right, we have Sandy, Heather, and Aiden. We're gonna do this one more time. Share, guys. Please. It's just a casual live stream today. Just a casual live stream.
So where's everybody viewing from?
Great question. Where's everybody from, guys?
Heather.
All right. Woohoo! Heather is the winner. There we go. All right. Let me make sure I did that. Okay. And then I'll open up PayPal. If you guys donate, let us know, and I will check PayPal, and you will be next on the list. In the meantime, we have the lovely Heather Graham up right now. Woohoo! Go Heather. Go Heather. Heather's from Connecticut. Linda's from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Sandy Samadhi is Toronto, Canada. And you?
I'm in Texas, San Antonio, Texas.
Awesome. I am from Florida. I'm from Central Florida. I'm trying to fix my, it's funny when I see it, I want to pull it the other way, but it's backwards on the screen. Okay. Yeah, this is my fuzzy blue. Sometimes when I Christina's from Seattle. Excellent. We are from all over. Sometimes when I just feel like I just want to be like just cuddly and comfortable, like this is my favorite thing. Just have a big sweatshirt and comfy pants, no makeup, whatever. I mean, I often prefer not to wear makeup, although usually on camera I do, but today I just didn't want to.
You're beautiful even without it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That's the truth.
Well, so are you, my dear. Although I think you have some on right now, though. But you always look lovely. All right. Beautiful inside and out we are. Heather Graham. Sandy says, I'm a Taurus. Comfort all the way. PJ top on. I hear you. Yeah, Taurians love to be comfortable. That's so true. That's so true. They like nice things. They like good food. They like to be comfortable. Okay. I shall go first. Boop. Interesting. We have Ant Spirit. Ant Spirit. Time to collaborate. No surprise there, right? Time to collaborate. Now I'm drawn to which card, Spirit? Which cards? These. Really? Okay. Tina Simpson says, how was your birthday? Thank you for asking, Tina. You are so sweet. My birthday was awesome. I had sushi with my niece, and she bought me some lovely gifts, a beautiful ramen bowl, and a nice walk. And we had a great time. We went to the beach, and we went and played video games, and we went to a kava bar, which is like kava and kratom, herbs, they have these things now, which I think is really cool. And it was just a great night. It was a great day. And then before my awesome friend Diane went on vacation, exactly, we are all beautiful lights in bodysuits. There you go. And before my awesome friend Diane went on vacation, we went to the beach and we saw the rockets launch because we live by NASA. And so, second card for Heather is clarity right under your nose. So, this is very interesting, Heather. So, you have time to collaborate, number one, and clarity right under your nose. Spirit saying those who you're working with or will be working with are right in front of you. I don't think it's going to be any surprise. Trixie, honey, you need to get your furry butt off my computer table right now. You must get down. I love you, but you must get down. I love you. You're such a good girl. Thank you, dear. I'll give you snackies later, okay? I'll give you cat treats later, honey. Please don't be mad. I love you. She's like, I'll be back up in a second. She's not going to listen. Anyway, this is... And then one of these. The one on top? Definitely. And this card. Really? Okay. All right. So you are really stepping into your future, Heather. You are really stepping into your future. There's going to be more collaborations for you. It's very clear. Still a little bit of work to do with breaking the chains in your own ancestral line. I know you're already aware of that. They're also saying this. To trust that niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? Because that's where you're being guided to. That's where you're being guided, or whom you're being guided to. So trust the feel, or maybe not being guided to. So trust that niggle in your. It's a funny name, right? But just trust that niggle. Trust it because you know. And I'm excited because I know there's more clarity and more collaborations in your very near future.
Okay. Well,
They say wait until you see what's in store. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
This card is I try to pull a card from a tarot deck and a card from an oracle card deck, but I actually got two from the tarot. This one is the Justice card, and this particular Justice card features, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the goddess's name right, but it's Ma'at. She's an Egyptian goddess. And what I know about the Justice card is that it represents balance. So my first impression is that this card is telling you to find balance in your life, whether it be a balance between the physical and the mental, between your work life and your home life. I don't know. I just see balance. However, because of the Egyptian influence, I'm feeling it's more of a spiritual nature, and it's more of something ancient. I know that the scales of balance in Egyptian mythology are about the purity of your heart. So it's a matter of weighing your intentions, the purity of your intentions on the inside versus the outcome on the outside. So sometimes it's not always about, oh, well, I'm going to think about pros and cons. This is the choice I'm going to make, et cetera, et cetera. Don't worry about those things. Focus more on your heart. What is your heart telling you? Are your intentions pure? If your intentions are pure, then everything will come into balance. So it's not something you need to worry about. Just your balance comes from the purity of your heart. The second card that came out from
my sign is Libra with the balancing of the scales.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. I love that. Second card that came out was the Six of Stones. And I don't know if you can see the picture clearly because I can't figure out where the camera is on this phone. So I'm trying to aim it to where it can be seen.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
But you can see, or I can see at least, that it's showing a gorgeous large tree. And it's showing the roots dug really deep underground. And it's like the roots are entwining. They're going up the trunk of the tree, and they're twisting and intertwining, not even twisting, more like a beautiful braid. And they're going all the way up into the branches. And this to me speaks of needing to be grounded, and you will find that you can reach so much further. You can go so far if you are grounded. So before you reach for the sky, make sure you're firmly established. Make sure your foundations are set firmly, whether they be spiritual or physical. You've got to get your roots down established. You've got to nurture those roots, water those roots. So whatever your foundations are, again, I don't know what the context is because we don't have a specific question here. But whatever your foundations are, make sure to establish them firmly. And then your trunk, everything will grow. Everything will rise up from there. You will expand. You will just expand beautifully. And the Six of Stones on the picture, because this is, the equivalent of Six of
I'm gonna
Pentacles.
make it close up so they. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So those six
Beautiful
stones you see are dangling as beautiful jewels hanging from the tree, like ornaments.
Gorgeous.
And I don't go with traditional tarot meanings. I just go with what I am picking up at the moment because it might be different from one day to another. But I just see this beautiful ornamentation. It's like I see it as 6 different gifts that you have that you can share with the world. 6 specific gifts or talents. You know that in the Bible, talents, the term talents refers to as money, right? Your money. So your stones, your pentacles, your talents are what you want to share with the world. You've got 6 distinct talents that will blossom and bloom, that are your decoration that you can share with the world. But you need to have your roots firmly established. You need to water those roots, nurture your growth, and you will just expand so beautifully. I'll show the picture one more time. You can see that beautiful braid there. And I'll show you the picture of the first card as well. So I can't figure out where the camera is. I'm like, where's the camera on this phone? This is not my phone, I'm telling you. So, okay, can you see it? I think you can see it okay.
Let's take a look again. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go.
You can even move it closer.
I hope that resonated with you.
Move it closer just so we can see the.
Oh, sure. And there's a glare. I'm sorry if there's a glare.
No, that's all right. A little tiny bit to the other side. You remember that things are backwards, so you have to. There we go.
I'm still figuring this out.
You're doing great. Oh, I love that card.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
I love her wings.
Yes.
They're so gorgeous.
Ma'at. Oh, yes. Justice. And so beautiful.
And then I'll show this other one once again if I didn't show it clearly the first time.
Oh, look at that. With the braided roots. That's the tree of life.
Isn't it
beautiful? They're saying very nice cards. I agree. I love that deck. What's the name of that deck?
This is the Chrysalis Deck. You've got your butterflies on the other side. And it's all about transformation. Ooh.
Love it.
So I don't have the original box with me, so I can't show you who it's by. But if anybody's interested, I can look for that and give you that information later.
Cool. And Heather says, I can see the second one better now, and that, yes, it definitely resonates. Yeah, it's one of the things that about working on camera with cards is that it's one thing. I love being clairvoyant, but I feel the cards are always a very good thing for the sitter, the person that we're reading for, to be able to see, to help them see what we are seeing. And then often I'm sharing this with you because here we are doing readings. And so that's one of the things that the Spirit told me right off the bat. They said cards are wonderful on camera. And so I like them. I've never used tarot yet. I wasn't drawn, but suddenly this past week I've been feeling drawn to do a lot of new things. I've been feeling somewhat drawn to that. And let's say Aiden, who's learning tarot and doing quite well, I went live for the first time yesterday, and I got my first troll.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Aiden. He said he posted a Bible verse in the chat about killing sorcerers. I told him I didn't know any. That's great. You're funny. You are funny. Aiden, you are a funny young man. Oh my God. Yep. I like what you're doing. Aiden's got a YouTube channel. Feel free to follow him if you're drawn. Check his YouTube channel out while you're there. Subscribe to mine too. Yeah, he's a young man going to college and learning tarot and doing readings while he's learning on his live on his channel on YouTube. And I just think it's really inspired, and I support that, and I applaud it too.
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly, that's the best for me. I think that's the best way to do it. You just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it, because I know, and I speak from experience when it comes to doing the live readings. With other things, I'm like everybody else. There's some things that I don't. Well, maybe not everybody, but there's some things like teaching that I've avoided. Because But that's also something that I'm ready now. I heard a beep. But I think it's exciting to know that just to dive in and do things, because once you just dive in and you do it, it's usually not anything as bad as scary or daunting as you thought it would be. How are you feeling? This is your first time doing live readings with me. How are you doing? Or doing?
Yeah, well, I'm just hanging out with you, so
right? We're just hanging out. I love it. And Tina says, I'm trying to learn tarot. Good for you. And you know what? Let me invite you to leave off the word try. Just do it. Just do it. Just learn it. If you're drawn to learn tarot, then learn tarot. The word try for me, and you don't have to agree, and that's fine too. But the word try for me, it just feels like it's neither here nor there. It's not. I'm not really doing it. I'm not
it
doing
implies
it.
effort.
Say that again.
I feel that the word try implies effort, and it can be effortless. Not to say that you don't put in the work, right? That you don't dedicate yourself to what you're doing. You do have to set your intentions and follow through. However, it doesn't have to be full of effort. It doesn't have to be difficult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No matter what it is in life, it's like you're saying, see, just dive right in, because as you're in it, it's like, learning how to swim, right? You're going to start learning because you're in the water, you're going to be swimming. So you're going to learn as you go. Experience will teach you. And it's through practice that you learn. It's with anything. Through practice is how you learn.
Sorry, my cat has confiscated the desk and I have to move myself.
Tina's been learning tarot.
It's
awesome.
Really
a very interesting,
so you're learning
ancient art form. It really is. There's a lot of history to the tarot, which I only know, this much of, but it's fascinating. Really
she goes, yes, I'm very dedicated. Awesome. So you're definitely learning. See, let me, and I want to just elaborate a little bit more about the word try from my perspective. That's like when somebody might say, I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to quit smoking, I'm trying to quit drinking. You're trying. What does that mean? Are you doing it or you're not doing it? So that's my perspective on it. Somebody could say, I'm trying to, I off, it depends on how it's used. Okay. Because I agree with you, Therese, about it implying effort, but there's another, it's a wobbly
I see
word.
Where you're coming from.
It's a wobbly word because it also implies an excuse for something. Well, in case I don't do it right or I don't do it at all, I'm just saying I'm trying. I feel commit. You know what I mean? Either say, you know what, I don't like that, I'm not going to do this, or I'm doing this. I'm learning this. You can decide after you're learning it, it's not for me. But why try? Why not just do? Anyway, I could try to jump out of a plane, but I actually did jump out of a plane a couple of times. And if I tried, well, I don't know how that would have worked out, but it worked out great because I did it. I could just see myself in the door of the plane holding on with I would jump tandem with the instructor. I could just see myself, I don't know, should we try? I remember telling him, I said, I want to roll. Can we roll? Honestly, it happened so fast, I don't even know if we did. He's like, yeah, we could do that.
I'd like to hear more about this jumping out of a plane thing. You sound very brave.
Oh my God, it was amazing. I did it a couple of times. I did it the first time in 1994 for my birthday. There were about 10 of us. We were supposed to go skydiving together, and only one of me went. I had a friend that came with but wouldn't go up, but nobody else even showed up. They just all, all talk. They tried. They said we tried, but we couldn't, we tried, but it wasn't for, yeah, but I did it. I really did it. And interestingly, when I did it, I was in a funk. I would have, at the time where I was in my life, I was not in a good place, and I would have been very happy just to land without the parachute. And so I had no fear, and I was happy with I would have been happy with any outcome. It didn't matter to me. But the fact is that I had more fun than I'd ever had in my life, and I felt so alive when I got down. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to do this. My father had transitioned, and it was a lot of stress for me. I created a lot of drama for myself. When I was young. But anyway, so yeah, it was an amazing thing, and I wound up taking some lessons, and yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I love doing it. I haven't done it in a lot of years. I don't know. I'd have to make sure I do a lot of Zumba first to get myself limber again, because you can land in funky positions if But
I was
they
doing the
have it
same for
right
myself.
right
If
by
I were
my
to try
house.
that, I'd get in shape first.
Yeah, well, at the time I was young, a lot younger. It was 1994, but I would definitely make sure that I'm more flexible and stuff. Or you know what? I'm making a freaking lame excuses. That's BS. See. You know what? If I want to do it, I'm going up and I'm doing it. Not only that, but you can jump from 18,000 feet now. At the time, you could only jump from 12 was the max. And the higher you go, the more free fall that you have. So I jumped from 10,000 feet because they were charging, it was like $250 to jump from 10,000. And it would have been like
Oh,
another
wow.
$100. Yeah, it's a costly hobby. So but I don't know how much it's gone up or if at all in over the last 20 years or so. But I do know that it also costs $40 for the guy to record it, which is probably different now because they don't have to stand there with the recorder. He has to jump out of the plane too with a thing on his either helmet or whatever, however he did it. It was so awesome. Yeah, skydiving is an amazing experience, unless you really don't want to do it, in which case I don't recommend it. But if you like that, oh my God, it was so good. I love hearing about your story. So fascinating. Oh my Lord, Aiden, I have lived such a life, so many lives. I've lived so many lives in one life, but that's a really good story. That was one I really liked. Yeah. Okay. And Tina said, I worded it wrong. I understand what you're saying. You know what? There is no right or wrong. This is just my opinion and Therese's opinion too, you know, but the way I feel about it, that I share that. I share that because
Yeah.
I do feel that a lot of times people will, without thinking about it, use it as an excuse, or you know what I mean? Anyway, I said enough
We
about it.
just take what resonates. We're just sharing our perspectives to give you a
Exactly.
different perspective. And if you
Yes.
feel like, yeah, you know what? I like that perspective that resonates with me, then take it. If it feels like, nah, I'm comfortable with my terminology and everything, and it's good for you, it works for you, there's nothing wrong with that either. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. So please
just
don't ever assume that we're implying that you're wrong about anything because this and that are true. My truth, maybe you're in alignment with your truth, and then it may not.
and
Teresa and
plus
I
it's
may have truths in alignment and not in alignment, and we're both right because my truth is right for me. And my truth might change tomorrow. It actually always does evolve, you know?
and words are just words, right? They're not truth. They're just a way of expressing truth. And so they can be interpreted so many different ways. So
Mm.
don't put too much emphasis on the words and say, oh, you worded it wrong, or you said this wrong, whatever. It's the intention and the meaning behind the words that's more important. That's true communication, is being able to hear what someone's not saying or to understand what someone means to say, whether they said it or not. So don't get hung up on the words. We're just expressing ways to, at least in my opinion, to communicate even better, to strengthen the power of the spoken word. Just like the power of the words I am. Well, then if you see
That's
your
very
I
powerful.
am, that's very powerful because whatever follows is truth.
Yes,
But then when
exactly.
you say I am and then you're good at trying, well, then the focus is on the trying part, on the effort.
Yes.
It's not so much on trying what, right? So that's the way I see it. But again,
Yes.
like I said, it's don't get hung up on the words. It's never
And
right or wrong. It's the meaning behind the words that matters.
what you're saying about the I am, it's a really powerful point that you're making. Because if you say, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this a lot. And when you say I am, well, if you say, like, I've sometimes, when I cringe when I hear it, not because I'm judging, but because it hurts me. If I hear somebody say, oh, I'm, and then they use a word that's derogatory, I don't even want to say it because I don't want my own ear to hear me say something like that. I've said plenty of things in my past when I didn't know. But when you say the words I am, you are creating that reality in that now moment. And then your own human ear hears your voice saying, oh, I am. So I am awesome. I am fabulous. I am healthy. You do not want to say I am and then follow it with something. I am Tina. Yes, you are. There you go. I am
No,
awesome.
it's programming.
It is.
Our brains are like computers. It can be programmed, and they will follow through whatever the program is taught, right? So if they're told to believe that you are, say, intelligent, guess what? You're going to be intelligent because the program is saying, well, this being, right, that I live in is intelligent, so I'm going to make it intelligent or successful or
Yes.
outgoing or happy or whatever it may be. I mean, insert adjective, right? So,
Yes. Yes.
um,
Yes.
what's it say?
Excellent.
You remind me
Look at
of
this.
my cousin.
It,
She has, the text is very, very small on my end, so I'm having to, and I probably need new
it says,
glasses.
Therese, you remind me of my cousin. She has kind of disconnected herself from our whole family because she's having problems with her mom. But funny thing is, my whole family lives in San Antonio. And
Well,
Heather says, I will
lots
not
of
be
blessings to your
skydiving.
cousin.
What did you
Skydiving.
say? I was
Yeah, I'm just sending blessings to, I think it's Aiden, right? Aiden's
Aiden, yes.
cousin. So sending blessings to your cousin.
It's so funny. I will not be skydiving. Alrighty then. Yeah, my,
Yeah.
my my awesome friend Diane doesn't want to do it with me either. So she said her husband did it, but she does other things that scare the snot out of me, like going, at least. Oh, I see. I see. I just created a reality I don't want because I do want to go kayaking at night during the bioluminescence, when the
Oh,
water's
that'd be so
blowing. And
awesome.
she did that with her husband. But so far, right now, it's a huge body of water and I've only kayaked once in a canal. So that to me, I'd sooner jump out of a plane again. Because
But it sounds like a
what?
magical
Oh my
experience.
god, I bet it's amazing. You
Yeah.
know what? If I did it in a double kayak, I would do it. I think then I would do it.
Yeah.
Just so
You
I
don't have to go
know, because I
alone.
don't know what if there's a strong current. I don't. It's the unknown. Am I afraid of the unknown? No. Am I afraid of drowning? No, I've already died that way. It's probably why I'm a little bit, not in this life, obviously. Hmm.
Well, remember that fear is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Fear in a normal amount is to protect you, right? That's why our bodies are programmed to have some level of fear. It's the old example of a child touching a fire. Well, they feel pain, they know not to touch it anymore, and they learn to fear that
Hmm.
pain
Could
to
be
protect
healthy fear.
themselves. So a little bit of fear is natural for self-preservation. It's
I
when
want
you
to
have
jump in.
irrational fears or when fear debilitates you that it's not a good thing. So I think
Well
fear
said.
gets a bad rap, right? It's not always a bad thing.
Good
But it
point.
has to be balanced. We talked about balance
Eileen,
earlier.
welcome.
You have the
Welcome. She
fear, but you
said, I'm
balance it with
wondering
your,
how to get a reading. So let
oh,
me answer that question. Sorry, I got to
okay.
interject here. That's what we're here to do. So if you'd like a reading, I do have it pinned in the comments. You can get, we are doing double readings. You can get the mini reading for 22.22, or you can get the full live reading double for 33.33, or for 44.44. That's the double reading that also comes with energy clearing, as well as a high vibrational energy boost. And you can use PayPal or Cash App. And again, that is pinned in the comments. It's also in the description above. And if you're on YouTube, then it's down there. But Eileen is on Facebook, so there you go, my dear. And let us know which one. If you donate, let us know, and you'll be next on the list. I said something that's we always have to, jump in and make sure that everybody's, you know, taking care of their illusions. And Heather says, like a safety mechanism, the ego helps with that. That's true. Yeah.
The ego helps with life in this realm, right? But you just don't want to make sure you're not being stuck in the ego and being stuck only in this realm. And the illusion, being stuck in the illusion that there's nothing more than what we see with our physical eyes, because there's so much more. And the ego only deals with this level. And the ego is a good thing for this life, but it can be limiting if you're stuck only in this life. You got to realize there's so much more.
I agree. And let me tell you how else I see the ego. There's so many different versions of how people perceive the ego. I see the ego as the representation or the facade, not exactly a facade, but of who I am in this incarnation. So the personality, the programming, let's see, I was born in New York. I'm 5'1". I've got dark hair. I have these relatives. I had this kind of cultural upbringing, whatever. These things are all part of the ego,
It's the
And so I think a
story.
lot of
Yeah.
times people will, yeah, the story, exactly, the story. I like that better than the
Mhm.
facade. The story that we tell ourselves. But in reality, we're so much more than that. But without that
Well, as
ego,
spirit, we're all actors playing
mhm,
roles in this life, right? That's what we are. And so
we
that's
are
what the
that.
ego is. The ego is your script. It's that story. It's that facade, like you said, the mask that we wear. And the problem is when people start to believe that's all there is, and they're stuck in that. It's okay. As a matter of fact, it's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to go through
Forget.
the motions of the drama, of the play that we're in, because there's a purpose for it. So yeah, okay, I was born in this, these circumstances, this is my family lineage, et cetera, et cetera. Whether you're male, female, whatever your cultural uh, background may be, those are all part of the story, but it's just a story. It is something that you don't want to neglect, because you were given that story for a reason.
Change your story too. You
The
can
ego
change your
mind can
story
also
in the
keep
course
us
of your
tethered in
life.
3D if it's not balanced with spirit. True. And sometimes it's a safety net. Sometimes the ego, for someone who's not ready to explore the spiritual realms, the higher realms, we talk about being grounded, right? Well, for people who are not grounded, the ego actually is a safety mechanism. It keeps them from going down the rabbit hole, so to speak, right? And kind of losing touch with this reality, because we're in this reality for a reason.
Think of people who
Um,
have amnesia or are losing the story,
mhm.
dementia or something like that, right? I mean, if you're losing the story, then you're losing. And I know you know about this in a deeper way than I do, but I would imagine. Even as my mom got older, though she wasn't diagnosed with dementia, but I saw shift changing. Although she's probably not the best example because she actually, I think she got better in her when she got
Well,
older.
sometimes there's a freedom of
I
letting
think
go
she
of the
forgot
story.
she used to be like narcissistic because she was way better when she was older. Or maybe I just perceived her differently through my new lens. That's obviously the case. Hi, Mom.
Could
Saying,
be, or could be a combination of both.
oh, I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. No, sorry about that. It's hard.
I'm just feeling that we do need the story, even though we can change the story. We do need to have some kind of a story in this life, because I
It's a
remember one time
framework.
I overdosed. Okay, intentionally. I was trying to, and I didn't leave. It sounds like I've been talking about this a lot today. I guess I don't know. It's here for a reason, but that was part of my past, and so I overdosed and I lived. And I wasn't able to communicate because I took psych meds. I don't know. Whatever happened, something happened to my ability to cognitively, my cognitive ability, and I could not communicate. I could think, but I couldn't communicate even. And then I was listening to somebody speak English, and it sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. Mwah, 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 mwah. I couldn't understand a word they were saying. So I'm looking at the doctors or whatever, and I'm not understanding what they're saying. And that was, for me, that was a loss of the story, because I couldn't connect, and I didn't remember like everything either. It was fortunately my, I just everything came back, and better than everything I needed came back. I actually feel like things I didn't need cleared out, and what I needed came back. Um, and But I just think it's part of the human experience, the ego, the story that we tell. But remember, you're not stuck in a story. You're not, like, for example, if you're playing the victim, you're not a victim. There are no victims. You're creating your own reality. In this life, everyone is. So if you perceive yourself to be the victim, then you're playing that role. See, I played that role. That's why I was all depressed and trying to leave here until, until I woke up, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes. That's
What's the
what people
point?
forget, is that you have the power to change your story. You can write your story. I mean, every moment of every day, we are writing our stories.
hmm
Just with our vibration, right? Say I did it. Okay, so someone's donated, or
I'm looking it up right now. Thank you
okay,
so much.
yeah. So while she looks into that, yes, we write our own stories. So the ego is the story. It's your framework. It's what you came into this world as. I'll give an examples. I feel of how I feel that the ego is beneficial, how this framework is beneficial, is okay. So my belief: time is not linear. Time and space are not as we know it. However, in order for us to stay focused on this timeline, the ego limits us to a linear existence. So that's the reason why here in this 3D reality, we perceive time as being past, present, and future. It's not in reality, but ego limits us in this way for a reason, so that we can stay grounded in this reality, so that we can stay focused in this 3D existence and not be like, oh, but it's so much fun to play in the spiritual realms, and like, okay, no, we have a mission here. Let's stay focused. Let's live at our focus. So that's, like I said, I believe that the ego does serve a purpose. The ego gets a bad rap, and I think that it can be limiting, and it can be dangerous when you allow the ego to, when you
Take
believe that's who you are, right?
Right.
Again, we're talking about believing the story. That's when it's
Mhm.
dangerous. But if, for a time, the ego does serve its purpose. Oh, and hold on, my battery is low. So let me charge this.
All right. So
And
Eileen, Eilena, that's a lovely name, and thank you very much for your generous donation. We will be doing a double mini reading for you. So I'm looking forward to that. Right now, Therese is plugging in her phone. I was want to address,
okay,
even said I was
I think I
shuffling
got
last
that.
night. My hands felt weird. It takes practice. I remember when I first started, I could only do it like the way you do, like, like this, right? Like regular card decks. I couldn't, and I used to watch all the readers on, like we do here, right? And I'm like, watch them, and they're doing. Although I don't here, it depends on the size of the deck too. Some of the decks are much easier for me. Depends on the size of your hands. So I would watch people just doing this and that and just shuffling, and I was like, how do they do that? Took me a while. I'd fling them in stuff, and you know the
Well, it's
big
also,
ones.
if the deck's brand new, the cards stick together. You can't do that. You need to, like, break them in first. And then once they've been broken in, they won't stick together anymore.
Sticking together.
So we're reading
I never
for,
had my
her name's Eileen.
Eilena. I'm gonna bring her right up on the
Eileen.
screen. Would you
Eileen.
like to go
Okay.
first or second?
You go ahead.
Okay, give me one moment. I dropped a card. It's definitely your card, so one moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well, let's see what fell. Hmm. All right, 3 cards. These are from my Divine Dog Wisdom card deck. Oh, I just love the main card that was standing up after it fell is faith, that you have all you need right now. Joy, find your bliss. I love that card. He looks like one of my dogs too. He's all happy, jumping up and down, like, "Hey, I'm so happy." Awakening, eyes wide open, eyes wide open. And there was actually another card. I know it says 2 cards, but if I feel like I have to get more, then I give you more. So that's that. Anyway, I always do whatever Spirit asks me to do. Always. Mostly I do what Spirit asks me to do. Sometimes the human ego gets a little stubborn, but when I'm reading, I'm always flowing with Spirit. I just wanted to be clear about that. Anyway, here we go. And balance, steady as she goes, because it's painting a whole picture. They're bringing me immediately to your heart chakra. I feel you have children. Do you have children? I feel you have children. I feel a lot of love. I feel there's a boy. Do you have a son? If you can answer, that would be cool, because what I'm getting is more questions with answers. Hang on. They're saying the sun shines on the sun. So I guess I'm wanting to know, is that you have a son, or are we talking about like Jesus? I'm wanting some both validation, confirmation. They're showing me a street. It looks like a residential area, like a suburban area. There's fences. It's the cute houses. I see grass. It's a little like I don't know where this is though, Spirit. Outside of a city. It's not in the city. It's outside of a city. It's not rural in the country, but it's and the houses are close together. They're nice, very pretty, nice. And I see they look like there's like a not an A-frame, but where there's a point on the top, like in the front. And most of them are a couple of stories as I'm seeing them. I have 2 daughters. Okay, now that's interesting. So let me ask them more about the son. Did you ever? I'm sorry, it's a sensitive question. I'm just wondering if you ever lost a son or something. It has something to do with. If not, just let that go and we'll move on. Because you have someone with you in spirit.
Did you have a miscarriage?
No, I want a son. Okay. Then that's what they're saying. So the sun shines on your son. I was it's interesting because let me see. Well, they're saying joy, find your bliss. Okay, so they're saying you have all you need right now. Okay, I feel the sun is the topic of this. And they're saying you have all you need right now to find your bliss. Be patient. Steady as she goes. Find your balance. Find your balance. Interesting. They're showing me like your daughters are your blessings, but they're also showing me an image of like a space in the middle that you do want, even though he wouldn't be your middle child. But I feel like that's Trixie. My cat just spit at me. She didn't mean to. She just went. The completion of a cycle, and they're saying eyes wide open, awakening. So to be aware of the infinite potential and the opportunity to create your own reality. And so if it is that you truly want a son, you can manifest this into being. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm telling you my prescription, my perspective as an intuitive, and from what I'm getting from spirit, and also based on the law of attraction, the laws of the universe. So when we if you know that you can, because you can, they're physically saying that you can, and they're saying celebrate it now. Celebrate it, call it into being. Say, "Oh, I'm so like you don't have to say these words, but like I'm so happy." Like you feel the excitement, feel the joy of having a son. Wow, I'm just so. When you feel that you can manifest anything that way, when you believe it, and then your excitement. What is it? What is it? Dr. Joe says the elevated emotion mixed with the. It's the elevated emotion mixed with the belief. Yeah, the elevated emotion mixed with the belief. So honestly, for me, from what I'm getting for you, that this is happening. This is happening. This is not a problem. Take your time, believe, joy, and but stay awake. Stay awake. Don't forget and get sad or anything like that. Just know that if this is what you want, you've got this. You've got this. And then, it feels very. But they're also saying loose as a goose. So they're saying like don't like strangle hold the idea, to give it to spirit and say this is what I want. I'm so excited, and not what I want. Hang on, let me rephrase that. This is what I have. This beautiful. I have the sun. Thank you, spirit. And then you live it. You give it to spirit, because if you don't want to focus on I want this or I need this, because then you're focusing on the not having of it. So okay. So that's what I've got for you right now. It feels very positive. So I hope that resonated with you, my dear.
So I actually pulled more than 2 cards.
Mhm.
The first 2 cards I got, I think, are a totally different topic, so I'm going to save those 2 later. But while Megan was speaking, I was shuffling from the Ask Your Guides Oracle deck, and these 2 cards came out, and they sound like exactly what Megan's talking about. So they're cards 5 and 6 in the Ask Your Guides deck. 5 and 6 is progression. So and they literally came out
You can move it so
next to each other, even though they, I've used this deck many times. They're well shuffled, but it's 5 and 6 came out together. So 5 speaks of loss, and it's about it says healer guides. And I feel that there's some kind of healing that needs to be done. It doesn't necessarily have to be. That's why when you were talking about, does she have a son, and maybe there's a loss if she was a miscarriage. But even if there was never any loss, as far as losing a son, there is some emotional healing. That there's been some type of, I can never get used to the camera here. There definitely needs to be some type of healing in order for you to move forward. Before you can manifest what you desire, you have to heal. So call upon your healer guides to help you identify where it is in your heart that pain resides. You may not even be aware of the loss. It may have happened so long ago you buried it, but there's something there that needs to come up for clearing, that needs to be healed. And the only way to heal is through love. So you've got to just love yourself, love your past, love your decisions, love the choices you've made, love your mistakes, love everything. Just pure unconditional love for yourself. So that's the first card. Like I said, that's number 5. But what follows 5 is 6, right? One comes right after the other. So this one, it says gifts and joy guides. And right when Megan was speaking of joy, I was like, yep, that's exactly what I see here. I mean, it says exactly right there, joy. Your joy guides will come in. Obviously, you'll want to invite them in to help you to discover your gifts, and also that you'll be blessed with gifts, right? So gifts can mean many things. You could be talking about external gifts, physical gifts, the gift of having a son, for instance. I know that, I'm a mom, and when my son was born, I was on top of the world. I mean, that was literally my song. I don't know if you're familiar with that song, The Carpenters. It goes, I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation. Yeah, you know what song I'm talking about? So that was my song when my son was born. That was like the song that just kept playing in my head over and over and over again. Because he was, he was a gift. I mean, that's why actually his name means gift from God. But these gifts will bring you joy. So whether we're talking about external gifts or if we're talking about your gifts within, they will bring you joy. So I think that these two really do go hand in hand. You need to heal from some loss, and then you will have your joy. And like I said, I did pull other cards that I don't think have anything to do with this topic. So I'm just going to, I got the cards. So let's go ahead and use them, right? Believe in yourself. Says, see yourself doing well, and you will. And that's could very much apply to this. But if you had something else in mind when you first, asked for a reading, this may apply to that as well. So just believe in yourself. I mean, we were talking before about creating your reality. It really is so true. Believing in yourself is so powerful. Don't underestimate that power. Believe in yourself. Finally, this is the one that I think holds the most meaning for me. It's the one that really stands out for me. I cannot figure out the camera on this. Can you see it clearly? It's called the Watcher.
Yes, and mostly, yes.
It shows an old woman who is just observing, and this almost looks like a window, right? Like a
yes.
And you see the owl for wisdom, or the side. Okay, is that everything's reversed on the camera. I really get a lot from this one about just observing. She's called the Watcher. She's the Queen of Mirrors. Mirrors in this deck represents emotions. So pay attention to, we go back to this card of loss and healing. Pay attention to how you feel. Just observe. Don't judge. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to categorize it. Don't try to analyze it. Just observe. Observe how you feel. Just be the wise old crone, just watching, just observing. And you'll see clarity. I really see this window as, you can see like there's a dark blue sky of the night, and that's like a light blue through the window, because as she's observing, things become clearer. And I really feel this is the most significant card that I pulled for you today, is letting you know that if you're to just observe, just pay attention. You don't have to analyze or try to compartmentalize anything. Just pay attention, and it'll all become clear. And that's all I have for you. I really do hope this resonates as well.
I love that. That was beautiful. So thank you very much, Eilina, for allowing us to read for you today. And who is next? So whoever's next, and I wrote in the comments to Erica, who was asking, can I please get a card or a read? And just letting you know that we have it pinned in the comments, and also in the description up on top, about all the different things we're offering today. We're doing the double mini read for $22.22, the double full live reading for $33.33, and for $44.44 we're doing the reading with the healing. There you are. Hello, sweetie. So did you donate? Because if you donate, you'll be next. I'm just looking to I'm checking the PayPal. I've got PayPal and Cashapp. I have both links available for you. All right. So I'm not seeing anything going on there yet, but let us know. All right, if that's what you want to do. All right, cool. What time is it? Wow, it's 9:45. Oh, that's right. We started late tonight. Normally I start my lives at 7. Can you not hear me? I can't hear anything you're saying. Lost the sound. Can anybody hear either of us? Is your volume up, Therese? I suddenly lost all sound with you. All right, I hear music. So I'm thinking there's still sound on my end. I can actually play a little bit of that. It's quite nice. You may need to adjust your volume or unmute yourself. That's cool. So go out and come back. That'll work. That will work. Okay, Eilina says I can hear Megan. All right, Aiden says yes, can hear you, but not Therese. All right, so she went out, she'll come back. Thank you. You're good, Megan, but I cannot hear Therese. Okay, she shall return. So I'm like really excited. I'm getting a little tired, so I think we're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon. I'm just so happy. Let us know if anybody wants to donate for a reading before we go. And this is awesome. And don't worry, Erica. I believe in divine timing. I believe in divine timing. When you can, and you will, and you do, and you will, if that's what you want, and it all everything happens in divine timing. I've learned that. I've learned in this life. Sometimes we feel like we really want something right now, but that's our timing. And spirit has a whole other idea, And I have learned that, and this is a beautiful lesson for us to learn, to let go of the reins. Creating our reality and controlling our reality are two completely different things. We do create our reality, but when we try to control it, that's when we just make ourselves crazy. Because you can only control so much, because you can't control that person and this object and this guy parking over there in the spot that you wanted, and it rained today and you wanted to go out in the whatever. You cannot control it, but you create it with your vibration, with your elevated emotion and your thoughts. You put those together and you create your own reality. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And we'll wait until. So how are you and Brian tonight, Bonnie? So you guys can hear that music, huh? Which is cool. Here, let's this is good. Awesome. Did Brian like his reading yesterday? I found it very interesting and very different. It was very unexpected that Jimmy would be like channeling through me, and I thought it was fascinating. In fact, I'm working with a new mediumship mentor. I haven't started yet, but I'm going to be starting tomorrow. To even more, because I am really drawn to just continue to develop. Honestly, all of us guys, if you're most of us are in the business or interested in doing this or do it for ourselves, can always grow and continue to evolve. You're here on a spiritual journey for evolution, but even as a reader or a healer or an intuitive, give yourself the space and the willingness to grow. Sometimes I've seen some people where sometimes you get to a point where you're like, well, okay, I know enough, and now I don't want to pretend like I don't know something. You never know everything. You never know everything, I assure you, and that's okay. That's okay. We're human. We're not perfect. We continue to practice, to practice our craft and to learn and to grow. Most of my teachers are in spirit. Sometimes I'm drawn to a human to learn and to exchange energy with them in different ways too. And Bonnie says, oh yeah, he really needed that. It's been a hard week for him. I'm so sorry that it's been a hard week, and I'm really glad that he got the reading, and I'm really glad that it resonated. Yeah, that was really powerful. Jimmy was showing me the fish and with the whole thing. It was just, I don't remember the whole thing, but I remembered being very excited about it. And okay, here she comes. She's back. Add to the stream. There she is. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome home. I heard you. And I see you. 'Tis lovely. Lovely.
Yes, great to be back. I just had to take care of something real quick. So it was a coincidence that this volume stopped at the time. I had to pop out real quick. But it's all good now.
Divine timing. All right. So I'm asking if anybody wants one last call. What is it? Last call? Well, last call for alcohol. Not at all. Last call. Last call for readings. Last call for the readings for tonight. By the way, I do offer private readings. If you're interested in booking a private session with me, feel free to inbox me on Facebook. I have new shows coming up. We, as a community, actually, in High Vibrational Mastery, are working on a beautiful panel show. Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Well, we don't have all the details in place yet, but we've got some great ideas. It's going to be, it's exciting. We are going to have a weekly show. We haven't decided on day of the week yet or time, but we will invite a panel of guests to speak on the selected topic. And the topics will range from, it could be everything from past life regression to soul travel, out-of-body experiences. It could be, I don't know, anything and everything, right? So
Spiritual.
we,
Yes.
anything and everything spiritual, related to high vibrational mastery, right? So it could be techniques to raise your vibration. It could be how the body-mind connection, things you can do physically to help, foods you can eat, high vibrational foods, colors, the vibration of colors. Some people already know this stuff, but some people don't.
Mentioned color today, by the way. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. So, like, just as a little teaser, how sometimes you might have a certain affinity or a certain color might resonate with you differently. Like, for me, I say that red is my power color. I feel strong. I feel powerful when I wear red. Yellow is a very strong color for me because I have two very strong reactions to yellow, depending on the shade of yellow. It either brings me such joy. I feel so joy-filled when I see certain shades of yellow, like a sunny yellow, a buttery yellow, a lemon yellow, whether it be a soft, buttery yellow or a bright lemon yellow. Those are just joyous shades to me. On the other hand, I remember as a teenager, I had a pair of shoes that my mom had bought for me that was a shade of yellow that, in my mind, I don't know if it's really appropriate for me to say what I want to say, but I'll just say it anyway and forgive me. But to me, it was the color of vomit.
I knew you were going to say puke yellow. I just knew that was coming.
In my mind, that was the color, and I could not stand that color. And to this day, that shade of yellow or similar shades of yellow just elicits such a reaction from me. I can't stand those colors. Yeah, ha ha ha. Yes, Heather. Yes, it's very funny, but an orange. I mean, I love the beautiful saffron orange. The robes that those in the East wear, those gorgeous saffron orange robes are so beautiful to me. They're very high vibrational. I love those colors. But orange can also be very strong to me. The energy for me personally with the color orange is so gregarious, so strong sometimes. When it's that beautiful saffron yellowish orange or that orangey brown, to me I love that shade of orange. To me, that's beautiful. But the pure bright orange to me is so strong that I'm turned off. I'm like, whoa, that energy is too strong for me. So, and I'm just giving my personal stuff as a teaser. When we have the panel, we'll discuss the energy of colors and how colors affect you, because colors are very, very powerful, vibrational. Each color has its own vibration. And so I'm just, giving a little teaser about how that affects me. It's like this bright orange to me is like too strong, too gregarious. It makes me think of the class clown at school that I just could not stand. And I say, and I don't mean one person, like I moved around a lot growing up, but everywhere you go, there's always a class clown. And I always just was like, whoa, your energy is too strong for me. Like, back off. And that's what the color orange does for me. Like, that's how I feel. It's too strong. Unless if it's like I said, the beautiful orangey yellows, like saffron, or the orangey browns. Those to me are very earthy. Were you like the
smart, serious girl in school?
Yeah, I was the nerd. I was the nerd.
Totally. I see you as being very, very smart, and you don't have time for the class clown. I'm very smart. I'm busy.
I didn't have any time for that. Like, no nonsense. Like, stop this. I don't have time for that business. So that was me. Very serious. So, I've learned to loosen up since then. But I still find that energy very, very strong. And sometimes it's just overwhelming to me. Like, I'm like, whoa, your fire energy. Like, orange is the color of like fire, right? It's like, whoa, and I'm a fire sign. And yet when I come into contact with that color or that energy, the same energy that I associate with that color, I feel like, okay, I need my fire suit on. This is too strong for me.
What is your sun sign again, Sag?
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. And my Eastern astrology, for Chinese horoscopes, I'm a fire dragon. So I got a lot of fire going on. But
A lot of fire. I'm a snake
and yeah.
in Chinese astrology.
Oh,
But
cool.
in Vedic astrology, I'm a Pisces, but my moon is in Pisces. So either way, I'm still Pisces. I'm an
I don't know
Aries,
my Vedic
obviously a
yet.
fire sign, but I'm a fire sign too. But my moon is in
But my
Pisces.
moon sign balances it some because my moon sign is Cancer. And so that's why
There
I'm
you
so
go.
attuned to the moon. And yeah,
What's your
so that
rising?
gives me some balance. And I don't know because I don't know the time of my birth.
Okay. We could probably figure it out. But that's very cool. I know my mom told me approximately 10 o'clock, so I know it's Scorpio because I know it's not this and it's not that and the one, but it takes a little bit of looking into what it could be or what it definitely couldn't be. But anyway, but that's really cool. I like that's interesting to me that you have, the fire with the water, which is exactly what I have. Fire and then
Yeah,
the moon is
and
in the
it's
water
not
sign.
a
And actually the
contradiction.
moon
It's
is
this
in
beautiful balance.
the what?
I'm sorry. And we're
I
both
think the
talking at
moon
the
is in
same
its
time.
element in Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. So it's really a beautiful position for the moon. What were you saying?
Yes, yes. Oh, I was just saying the fire and water, some people might think that it's contradictory, but I think it's a beautiful balance rather than contradiction. Yeah.
I do too. I have double water because my rising is Scorpio. And so, which used to scare me. It didn't scare me. It annoyed me. I was like, I don't want that because I used to, my mom with her astrology, she was like, well, Scorpios are bitches. And this one is stubborn. And this one is, that was my mother's version of astrology. She did
But
parodies.
astrology aside, have you seen, and like in those sculptures or beautiful gardens where they have fire and water, like maybe fire sitting on the water? Have you seen those things? They're so gorgeous. Like maybe in a beautiful sculpture garden, they might have like a little reflecting pool or something, and they have some feature of fire atop the water. And that interplay, and sometimes the water is like dancing waters. They have like, fountains and all this beautiful stuff. And the interplay of fire and water together, it's very dramatic and it's absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen something like that, like look it up. It's so beautiful.
I love that.
The interplay of fire and water.
Water is very deep. Water is very intuitive. Water signs are the most psychic signs. Pisces and Cancer and very sensitive, and so and Scorpio, very psychic, so that these are the deep water signs. And then the fire signs,
that's another one of our topics that we're gonna talk about with the panel is highly sensitive people and empaths and what that means. And because everyone has sensitivity, everyone is a little bit psychic, right? It's not like just a special person, right? However, there's some people who are sensitive than others, just natural. And so, the panel about that'll be one of our topics. We have so many little ideas. It's just a matter of in order. Okay, this week is this and this week's that, and we've got the people lined up, but it's so exciting.
I'm excited about it too. It's going to be awesome. And then we'll also have topics like mediumship and astrology, and we'll have expert panel. But at the same, we're also going to have. You'll see how it's going to unfold. It's exciting. It's going to be very exciting. And my show is coming back. I'll be doing interviews again. Some of them will be re-interviews from people that I've interviewed a couple of years ago, and like where are they now kind of thing. And that's what Spirit just keeps showing me to do, that, to collab, to do these beautiful panel shows, collaboration, and then to work more with the interviews as well. So I didn't know exactly I was going back there, but Spirit's like, you're going back there. And I did love it, and I do love it. And now we have a whole team. So that's even better. I'm just, Bonnie's just glad to hear that. Yeah. You never know, you might be on our panel, you Scorpio, you. They're gonna move. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited. Anyway, I love you guys, and it's 10 o'clock, and I don't think anybody else has donated, so I think we're done for the evening. Let me just double check.
Well, y'all have a wonderful night wherever you are. I think most of you guys are East Coast, so you're ahead of me. It's only 9 o'clock for me. But y'all have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you all again another time.
We love you guys, and I will see you. I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow. Trust me, you'll see me really soon. Maybe even tomorrow.
We know we'll make it. So, all righty. Good night, y'all.
Good night. And
That's
thank you for joining me,
Texas,
Therese.
y'all.
It's been awesome.
My pleasure.